Hello everyone, my name is Rafal and I'm part of Played with Fire. Today I am happy to announce Stargaze, our upcoming VR adventure title coming to Oculus Rift, HTC Vive and other VR platforms later this year. You've already seen the sneak peek of the game, but we have so much more to show you today. From a trailer to a gameplay presentation, and we even have some surprises left for you. Without further ado then, let's watch the trailer together. For even more stargazing, I am joined now by the rest of our team who will showcase you how the game is played. Enjoy!
Stargaze is a VR adventure game where you are an astronomer, gazing through your telescope into the distant stars. The game is inspired by The Little Prince and his cosmic travels, so we stylized the 3D visuals as hand-drawn book illustrations. Let us sit down and do what researchers do. Let's explore! As a proper scientist, we keep our research book always by our side. It contains hints on what we are looking for, as well as all the information we have gathered up to this point.
Enigma of the mysterious symbols found throughout the galaxy is my friend's particular obsession. He gnawed at his mind like a burrowing rodent.
Now let us adjust our telescope and let's get to it. The game controls are fully physical. The various levers you see allow us to operate our telescope. We can adjust the angle, as well as zoom in and out.
What was that sound? A roaring avalanche? An oil-dried engine?
We are looking at Ignis 6, a volcanic planet inhabited by a fiery fox.
It was just a big old carnivore, sleeping off a few centuries.
Let's see what we wanted to research today. How is the fox able to withstand volcano temperatures? And when does the supervolcano become active? This is what we need to find out to fully understand Ignis 6 and life on it. By manipulating the angles, we are able to see the planet in all its glory. And oh look, something worthy of documenting. Let's take a photo. Now we take the photo and add it to our research book. we found a secret detail. The notes we have added to the research book will help us find even more mysteries. Is that a comet?
Look at him go at that fire star.
The fox seems interested in it, so we can manipulate him to chase after it.
Oh, how he could make the shiny knobs and levers dance back and forth like bells on a string.
Let's take a closer look at what happened. Zooming into various points of interest will allow us to look even closer at the planets, providing some light puzzles.
Until the play toy got lost in a hole. Brings a tear to my eye just remembering that story.
Most of the puzzles in the game play with the ideas of visual perspective paradoxes. Here we need to keep the fox's paw in the shadows so it can fish out his favorite toy.
Oh, how he could make the shiny knobs and levers dance back and forth like bells on a string. Oh, how he could make the shiny knobs and levers dance back and forth like bells on a string.
The planets in the game hold many more puzzles and secrets, but let us not spoil the fun for you. Let's move a little bit farther ahead into the game as we are about to uncover the larger mystery of Ignis 6.
I would love to devour that tasty fish myself. But it would burn me like hell later on.
Taking a picture of an interesting detail immediately zooms in on it. This allows for closer inspection. It isn't always useful for advancing research though.
What can I say? When you're a predator made of cosmic fire, you don't have to be smart. Things go your way just because of your pedigree.
This great big symbol looks very photogenic. Might be worth keeping for later. The world of Stargaze is filled with mysteries that cannot be solved by gazing at only one planet. You will need to combine your research to solve a bigger enigma, but that will leave in your capable hands. Let us get back to the studio. Rafał still has some news for you.
We have even more announcements coming for you today, including one very important one for adventure game fans out there. The music for Stargaze will be composed by none other than Mr. Thomas Regin himself, the musical genius that has been composing scores for your favorite adventure games for years, including the Blackpool series, Unavowed and the upcoming Nighthawks. We had a few questions for him on his work on Stargaze.
It's a beautifully created adventure game. The graphics are just gorgeous. It's got some really quirky characters, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, which I really enjoy. It's also a virtual reality adventure game, which is something completely new to me. And it's got great puzzles. And it's set in space. I mean, what's not to like? I've always been a big fan of classic synth artists like Jean-Michel Jarre and Vangelis and so on. So to get a chance to flex my analog synth muscles is just really, really fun. I've never made music for a virtual reality game before, so that's a first. It's always rewarding for a composer to work with technology that we're not used to. I guess you could argue that music for a virtual reality game automatically becomes more immersive. So I've probably had to cut back slightly on the musical drama. As I mentioned before, I love classic synth artists, and I've secretly composed a ton of electronic songs over the years with a strong classic synth influence. So to get a chance to write that style of music for a game is a dream come true. I'm having a lot of fun messing around with my analog plugins and creating weird and beautiful sounds. I guess my favorite piece is probably the intro music, which is really heavily inspired by Jean-Michel Jarre. I really hope that you will enjoy the game and its soundtrack. Have fun.
Thank you for joining us in our today's presentation of Stargaze. I hope you enjoyed what you have seen, and I also hope you will now be able to join us here digitally at PAXxEGX and try the demo of Stargaze yourselves. Stay safe guys, and please enjoy the rest of the show.